Welcome back to Character Select. Pain and suffering.
Valkyr had been meant to be a white-winged maiden that would lift you to a warrior's heaven, but it turned out to be a one-way demon ride to hell. The devil was in the drug. I knew. I had met him.
And he was a game or a let's play all along.
And now I was gonna kill her. The queen of the underworld who had tried to lift herself a bit closer to heaven with her drug money.
He said the thing!
No begging. No
He really
bribes.
lays it
She
very
knew
quickly.
better. Honor among killers. We who were about to die. Both of us knew how this would end. In pain and suffering.
All this because your wife stuck her nose into things that were none of her business.
The cops were coming to take me away. The sirens were like a bad conscience I couldn't shake.
It's ridiculous you've made it this far. You won't be alive when they get here.
Have you not seen the sheer number of people I've killed?
Really gotta stop letting them also run away for the bad guys to set up positions.
There's actually a door in the way. See?
Green. Ow. Maybe a little bit too long standing around. Oh, fuck.
I don't have any bullet time either, so...
Maybe it's M79 time.
I think you're right.
Oh, you aimed too high.
Forgot that this travels much slower.
Still too
Ah,
high.
I did it again!
Fuck. Fire it like right now. No, too late.
Got him.
Yeah. It's been a little while too long doing that.
What the
He
fuck
was
is
just
killing
a
me?
dead-eye shot. Yeah, you got it.
These guys can't actually shoot me right now. Oh!
You can shoot you, though. You can shoot you real good. Yeah.
Alright, now here's the deal.
Max Payne, this is futile. A waste of time. The
Uh-oh.
deaths of your wife and daughter were necessary. Inevitable. It is done.
Yes, tell the guy that's trying to kill you that his wife and daughter died because they had to.
I do enjoy the classic action trope of having the baddie shit-talk you whilst, like, their great unveiling occurs.
It leads to one of the best lines ever.
Wouldn't the M79 be better for this? Just hucking grenades at this bitch?
You'd think so, but it's a big waste because it can't go through the glass. All you're really doing is chasing it off by shooting at it enough. You're not doing any damage to it.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to want to stand away from it.
You are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive
Sure.
this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die here.
Do you honestly... Like, does she think it's going to work?
She's, like, looking over her shoulder like, I thought you said you could kill him by now. He's cutting you down like salad.
Like salad.
Yeah. These guys are getting fucking tossed. Oh! Oh, look at the door crushed to death. Bing! Ugh.
Give me your painkillers.
Drugs.
This is a really shitty penthouse, by the way.
I mean, I'd like a penthouse vaguely along this line. Having a pet helicopter would also be kind of nice. Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, shit. Hello, new friend. He's a terrible aim. Admittedly, he's trying to aim with a helicopter, but still, what a terrible aim.
In the middle of a blizzard.
You
Oh,
are
yeah.
up against an unbeatable force. You have already lost. You have lost. Only death will set you free from your pain.
God, this bitch does not shut
You have
up.
already lost. You have lost. Only death will set you free from your pain. Accept it. Surrender. Give up.
In the North Lounge. Send us assistance.
I mean, you can keep spraying that wall with bullets, but it's not what's gonna kill you. Alright, it's... Oh. Alright, it's coming up. My favorite thing ever.
It's there. Oh, he waited so patiently for you as well. Ding. I think he just got nailed in the back of the head by his own friend.
Ooh.
To be fair, they should really stop sending the elevator down to you.
It does ding conspicuously. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Boom. Oh god, it's so good. I just love watching them fly around.
Physics be damned, this is how bodies act.
What? He fucking missed at the silliest times. There are people who will nut you from the end of the field for no good reason. And then there's, you know, Johnny Two Thumbs there. With his two thumbs and no ability to aim.
How do I shoot gun? I guess I'm not going this way, okay. How about this way? Oh!
Yeah, that way. That's the one.
Executing.
God, they're so committed to getting their words out while they're being riddled.
Alright, here comes the best thing ever, I think.
What do you mean he's unstoppable? You are superior to him in every way that counts. You are better trained, better equipped. You outnumber him at least 20 to 1. Do your job.
I fucking love that line.
That is great.
It's so great.
I would love it if it followed with, what do you mean I was pressing... Oh, fuck. You have no chance, Max Payne. Surrender! I just realized she was leaning on the intercom button.
I just love the idea that these guys are so fucking crazy and scared of Max at this point that they're like, he's fucking unstoppable. We can't fucking stop him.
That is what unstoppable means, but also he is just a man with shoot dodge. Oh, God.
But yeah, it's like, she's like, it'll be a cold day in hell before I let some narc cop stop me. It's quite cold out here today.
What is that? Look at that aim compared to the usual... Okay, never mind. Precision with which they dismantle you. Oh, God.
Oh, shit,
no,
this
you
could be
saved in a
bad.
bad way.
It's alright. Oh, fuck.
Goodness. So close. Made it. Again.
Oh, doctor.
Max, I can't help but notice the number of painkillers you've consumed leads me to believe that you're actually not even processing them. You literally...
Your kidneys are basically completely fucked up.
It's not even
So
kidneys,
there's-
it's like a flume. A drugs flume. You know, the colouring of this hallway actually kind of reminds me of the In Your Drugged Up State flashback hallways. I swear I saw the, like, blood sprays. You were hitting her.
It's gonna be tricky.
Those guy wires just immediately destroyed. Alright, so here's the last sequence of the game.
Alright.
We just saw that get snapped. You have a limited time here, so let's pop some more. Take out them guy wires.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
Well, a little bit too
Yeah.
far back. Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to all run around at once, so I think I'm not supposed to stand right there. But this is where using the shoot dodge is basically your friend, if you do it just right.
I mean, it's always been your friend. It's been your boon companion.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. Dies down.
Whoop.
Don't like the look of that mast.
Bit early.
Dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
1, 2, now. Did they stop this time? No, that did get him.
Lift off in 1 minute.
Don't mind me just collecting ammunition off the floor, but how are you not shooting? Oh god, you're just still changing weapons.
I have a gun, yeah. Alright, and then we can't actually get to the other one because it's closed off.
Lift off in 45 seconds.
Come on.
Hey.
There we go. And then just to make sure we match the... We can't get through here.
No, you shoot it over.
I win.
What an ending. Oh, I mean, that looks like it sucks for them. I also feel bad for the probably a bunch of people that's gonna kill on the way down.
Don't worry about that.
Eh, civilians who need them.
Now, just in case you think she might have possibly survived that somehow, maybe she got super lucky, maybe it's just a case of, you know, she was in the passenger compartment and that's no big deal. No, she's fucked.
Oh, really? That's so satisfying.
And then we play the theme. And you know what, Scal? This is where we came in.
Oh my god, it is! It's the pose! I do love a bit of continuity.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger.
But now you can see that the SWAT team
And
is
then it
behind
was
them.
all over. The storm seemed to lose its frenzy. The ragged clouds gave way to the stars above.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. We've got the building surrounded. Throw down your weapons and lie down with your hands behind your head.
A bit closer to heaven.
Oh boy.
The cops' voices were distant and muted.
Freeze! NYPD! Hold it right there!
My ghosts released me from their haunting. Down below,
Please, the haunting
New York
never
City
ends.
glittered like diamonds on black velvet.
You gave us one hell of a ride. Take him down to central booking.
You heard the man.
Woden was there in the crowd, standing by the sidelines. It wouldn't be over till the man with the patch would say so. He'd say the right words. I knew he would. He'd better. Woden grinned smugly. It was the grin of a winner. That made two of us.
Fuck yeah!
And that's the end of Max Payne. It's far more complicated than that, though. Because although his ghosts have released him from their hunting, he hasn't forgiven himself yet.
No. No. And it only...
And that's
he
where
only
Max Payne
gets,
2 comes from.
Yeah, it only gets darker from there.
Yeah. Although, I gotta say, Max Payne 2 basically takes the revenge plot and points it inwards, which is kind of weird when you think about it, but that's what's happening. And then Max Payne 3 is what happens when you've lived your life for revenge and have nothing else to live for.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I
But-
do have a genuine love for the whole series. I would love to see, or like just read a series done properly to the style of all of this,
Right.
and just, because it's a great story. It really genuinely is this person's breakdown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hidden finesse to it that, in my mind as well, I see it now and think, I feel like a lot of that hidden finesse was accidental, if anything. Like, they didn't know that they did a tie-in until they reach a point and they go, by the way, doesn't this seem quite close to such and such scene? And then that's when you make your little tweaks. It's when you do your changes. Like, that is a
Right.
very regular thing in writing. And a lot of what I pick up from this is that happens more than the average. Like, they tie up their ends way more often, but what it then does is paint this portrait of someone who is actually just being crushed by their own PTSD.
Yeah. And it's the whole Max Payne series is, like, they keep saying it's the American dream. Get
Ugh.
revenge on those that have wronged you and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's also the consequences of what happens to people who actually live that fantasy.
Yeah.
And it's done right. Like, Sam Lake and Remedy totally disavowed Max Payne 3. And there are parts of Max Payne 3 that are not necessarily as good as the rest of the series. But Max Payne 3 as a whole is amazing. Like, in following that whole plot thread to its conclusion and trying to wrap it all up,
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
the ending of this can't be pretty. Like, there's no way this ends well. There's no way that you leave after your, second game's worth of murder spree, after, essentially inventing another revenge because you already revenged yourself out early on, but you have all this, like, vital life to you, and then you make it to that end result. And that end result ain't pretty.
Yeah. There's no way that a game like Max Payne ends well.
No. You're a veteran in a war against yourself. That's pretty ugly.
Mm-hmm. Which is probably more deep than the game was implying, but yeah, that's kind of where we were going.
Yeah, exactly. It is a whole lot of the way that this puts together is like, I feel like that subtext is accidentally written in, and sometimes they've tied it back up after realizing, but then a lot of it's gone over their own heads as they've produced it.
Right.
Especially since I'm pretty sure, like, PTSD as a whole symptom was not an explored concept in video games up to that point.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, that's a deep and dark way to go, and most people are not going to realize that's the genuine direction it's taken.
Right. Max Payne has only started his journey through the night. The pain has only just begun. More will follow. Because they knew that they wanted to make Max Payne 2, but I think it took them a few years to actually get it. Remedy is really bad about making games in a timely fashion, but they did follow it up, and we will be playing it here on the channel. So, I guess that's all I have to say for now. What about you, Scout? Got anything to follow up with?
I mean, just again, make sure to put in likes and comments and your thoughts and feelings on the Max Payne series as a whole. Since it's all going to get seen, it's kind of nice to have a kicking off point if Max Payne 2 starts up and it's a lot of people who are new to the series and seeing, like, what are their opinions on it. Because Max Payne is not a young game. It would be amazingly interesting to find out what other people think and what they read into it. Like, have we gone too many layers too deep into trying to dissect this? Possibly. In fact, likely, thinking about it.
Entirely possible, yeah.
But yeah, in general.
Maybe next time we'll talk about the Max Payne movie in depth and how it relates to Max Payne the game.
I'm gonna have to go watch that, I think.
Because it's not a good movie, but it's a good watch.
Alright, I will have to find out for myself, I suppose.
Alright, but for now, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and Scow, take us home.
And I hope that you will have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and do take